3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 1056. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. And thank you very much for your support, as well as your presence during this reading. So starting with interpreting the number 1056. The number 1 is about your intuition, trusting yourself. The number 111. Maybe you have been seeing that number lately. Sometimes it can also be about believing in yourself, having faith in yourself, in the universe, in what's possible, what you're capable of. Trust yourself, where you feel called, guided, whatever kind of decisions you feel like you should make. The number 0 can be about, lately, I keep feeling like I want to say signs. Like for somebody, you are seeing recurring patterns and themes that are meant to be signs that you need to pay attention to. But whether they're signs or not, the number 0 can be about patterns and recurring themes, or a pattern or a recurring theme that is important for you to acknowledge, pay attention to, and understand. This really makes it feel like it's all the more important to trust yourself and what you're seeing, what you're noticing. Whether it's a certain way that you think, feel, or believe, or a certain way that you live, the kind of opportunities that you attract, the kind of relationships that you have. The number 0 can also be a reminder to put yourself first, or to know when to put yourself first. I always say that no matter what journey or relationship you're dealing with outside of yourself, the journey and relationship with yourself always runs parallel. And no matter what, you just can't forget yourself and your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, wants, and needs. Your voice does matter. And anyone and anything that tries to silence you or make you feel bad in any way for using your voice, I think that is not a good sign. A red flag, possibly. Because you deserve to have a voice. You deserve to have space, to take up space, and to be heard and respected as much as you should be respecting yourself. The number 5 is about change and transformation. This could be confirmation of some changes or personal transformation that you're currently going through that are important for you to stay focused on or pay attention to. Or this could be guidance for you to make positive changes inside and out. Remember that you are in control of your own decisions and ultimately your own reality. You are in control of the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that you have that influence your decisions. And I personally feel that it's really, really important that we all recognize and understand this. Maybe so that our subconscious isn't so unknown anymore. You know? I don't know if we could ever know, get rid of the subconscious part of us, or some things we're just unaware of some things about ourselves. But I do think we can definitely become more aware, more conscious. And I feel that that is spiritually what humanity is doing right now. Seeking and creating more consciousness, waking themselves up to wake others up as well. And I just saw the number 555 on the timer. And I wanted to say on the tower, maybe Big Ben, I think that's in London, not 100% sure. Maybe that tower could be significant, but there is also the tower in tarot. It does feel like on a micro and a macro level, foundational things are breaking down because it was never stable and secure and safe in the first place. And so the foundations need to be rebuilt. And that really starts with us, each and every one of us at a time. Seeing 555 is confirmation of everything I've already just talked about with the number 5. Changes, transformations, positive changes and transformations within ourselves and all around us. I believe that whenever we do make positive changes within ourselves, it's definitely going to lead to positive changes in our reality. And if we all embrace those sorts of changes, I feel that together we could do really big things, really beautiful things. Kind of getting this feeling like, do you want to be part of the art? I'm thinking of, I don't even know how to describe it. I'll just keep it at that and let you interpret that. Do you want to be part of the art, the beauty of what could it be? The last number, the number 6, is about a choice between self-love, self-destruction. This could be a choice that you are facing right now. It could be a general choice of choosing to commit one way or the other, moving forward to yourself, to either self-love or self-destruction and self-hate. Of course, in a reading, you are going to be encouraged to choose self-love. Trust yourself, know when to put yourself first, embrace positive change, and choose self-love. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 5 is 6, plus another 6 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. This number can be about self-expression and communication. And it's reminding me of whenever I was talking about how you do have a voice and it does matter. It's also reminding me of what I was talking about. Do you want to be part of the art and the beauty? There is a general message here about how you express yourself and how you show up in the world for yourself, for other people. Like I said, you do have a voice, it does matter. And it's important that you learn how to use it if you don't already know how. This number can also be about healing and growing. It could be confirmation of something you're already doing or guidance for you to seek that out. Healing and growing. The last way that I interpret this number, and it is reminding me of when I was talking about the number 6 and how it's a choice that can be more immediate or just a general, decision, a wide, broad decision about how you will choose to move forward, committed to self-love or self-destruction. So there could be that kind of commitment that this year is just confirmation that you're on the right track if you already made that commitment, or it's guidance to understand why it is so tempting to choose self-hate, self-destruction over self-love, to choose to treat yourself in ways that you don't deserve rather than what you do deserve. I personally feel like it has something to do with a sense of self-worth, but your answers would be more clear if you explored that yourself. And the number 3, other than that kind of commitment, it could be about any other kind of commitment to yourself in some other way, or just someone or something else outside of you that's significant, that is worth paying attention to for one reason or another. Alright, so I'm going to move into the cards now for this reading to really take a deeper look, get more specific about these messages related to trusting yourself, these patterns, knowing when to put yourself first, change, and your choices, a particular choice about self-love and self-destruction. I don't know if I already mentioned it, but these, using the Magical Dogs Tarot, let's use what these cards look like. I'm going to use this card to look at the light that needs to be seen within yourself in a situation or within another person. And I have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which honestly I feel is an amazing card to get when, trying to look at what is the light here. This is showing somebody who is definitely healing, has already healed in a way that helps this person tap more into their courage or have more faith in themselves or better outcomes. They're not as much of a slave to their mind and their fears as they used to be. So the light in this situation or with this person is finding freedom. Whether that's a focus or something that's happening right now. The number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. And I really do think that whatever this person had to overcome, and again, this could be you, could be someone else, whatever they had to overcome their fears, is contributing to something much greater than them. Whenever we create more freedom for ourselves, we are choosing to create a world that has more freedom. Next, I'm going to draw out a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what darkness could be overshadowing the light of the 9 of Swords here. Okay, so I have the Page of Pentacles. Upright, it says great idea, plan for success, burst of creativity and energy, inspired, new journey. In reverse, it says learn from experience, let go, move on, more opportunities, optimism, disappointment, and frustration. This was a bright though. I find it interesting that this person here, their eyes are looking toward the Nine of Swords. There could be something here about nightmares. Or maybe there's something here fueling nightmares or your fears. This Page of Pentacles feels like the darkness here is naivety or ignorance. Maybe there is some arrogance here or too much emotion. I feel that the darkness that could be overshadowing the freedom, the sense of freedom in the Nine of Swords is the tendency or the temptation to fall back into whatever made this person, whether it's you or someone else, feel trapped. This feels like guidance for whenever you are feeling the temptation to go back to old habits, old ways of thinking, feeling, and believing, to really give yourself the attention and time that your younger self has always deserved. For me personally, viewing, I don't know how to describe it, just acknowledging my younger self has helped me be more patient and understanding towards myself. And that could be helpful for somebody watching this video, this reading, as well. Overall, though, even though we aren't waiting to pull a card for the darkness, overall it feels very positive. The darkness really doesn't overshadow that much. It feels like it could. It really just depends on where you are in your journey. Just don't forget your inner child, your younger self. Take care of yourself and nurture yourself in the way that you have always deserved. From, maybe adults in your life as a child or, as an adult now. I'm going to finish wrapping up this reading by drawing out one last card from these index cards, which I made myself. I'm always very curious to see what I pull from these cards. Okay. This is starting to remind me of something. We have friendship. This is reminding me of a card that I pulled for myself. Three of Cups. Maybe there's somebody or some people in your life who you could celebrate your achievements with. Your healing, your growing with. This could even be about being a friend to yourself. Maybe your higher self and your shadow learning how to be friends instead of enemies and opposing forces. This makes me think that there could definitely be some sort of inner conflict within you where a part of you is, you have faith, you're hopeful. Some part of you feels faithlessness and hopelessness. And it's like a tug of war. In this friendship card, it could be a call for you to hear both sides, respect both sides, and learn how to compromise whatever these opposing forces within you are. It's very possible that both sides of you have valid points, valid feelings, valid fears. And there just needs to be more communication with yourself through being more attentive to your own thoughts and feelings and beliefs and just what's going on the inside overall. You don't have to, keep seeking freedom alone. If you haven't been, if you don't feel like you're alone, this could be encouragement for you to connect with your friends or whoever feels like a friend to you. This could even be about connecting with your spirit guides, because I believe that they can be friends. They are on your side. They're here to support you. I just feel the overall message here is you don't have to be alone. Seek out support in one way or another. I just saw the number 111 on the timer, which, as I said in the beginning, is about trusting yourself. Trust yourself, no matter who you connect with, to help you feel less alone. Trust yourself. Maybe there is somebody here that you want to connect with, but you're hesitant. Trusting yourself can also be about, if you are feeling hesitant, maybe you feel hesitant for a reason. So overall, yeah. Someone here is becoming more free, but they might still be fighting with their younger selves. But there's definitely a call here to, find a truce, find peace, communicate.